last matchup against the Pelicans really had a hard time. He chipped in his share of points, and in addition to those points, he added a couple of...
So for the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and it's Josh Smith in for Trevor Ariza.
And for Terrence Jones, there's a quiet...
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Freak dishes to Hill. Shoots from the elbow. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Smith.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Monty Eunice with the steal. Harden outside. Dishes to Monty Eunice. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Monty Eunice has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The Pacers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Hill passes to Warner. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Good on the shot. Hill's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Monty Eunice hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Good if it goes, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. It's a tie game here.
All right, Kevin, here with Coach Frank Vogel.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Jones comes in for Michael Beasley, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Indiana also making some changes. Mahimi's checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for Hill, and Freak subbed in for Ellis. Ariza and Jones at the small and power forward. Harden out there with Brewer, and it's Smith in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. George with no one around. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Ariza has the open look. The three-pointer no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Screen by Smith. The 3. Pacers with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
Shot off the pick. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 14 points here for George.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep upward.
Screen by Smith. The open shot by Brewer. The Rockets again can't hit.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly. One thing about Corey Brewer, he's a defensive specialist, has a combination of size and quickness that's real hard to score against. I mean, equally good at defending in the half court or transition.
Pass to Smith. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
We're going back to Corey Brewer. He also has a sixth sense of sniffing out steal opportunities. Very quick hands. He's averaged 1.5 steals a game over his career.
And Kevin, Corey's one of those guys that's always going to give that effort offensively and find ways to contribute there, but more importantly, he's going to give you results on the defensive side of the ball.
He has an amazing motor, never shuts down. And George kicks to Freak. Three-pointer. Rebound by Smith. Rockets trail by 8. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith missing again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And here's Harden for 3. That's good. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. So for the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and Terrence Jones is subbed in for Michael Beasley. Indiana also making some changes. Paul George, he's checked in for Solomon Hill. And Freak subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. And so in the game for the Pacers, Warner in at point guard. Hill is out there with Paul George. Then it's Turner. And it's Ellis in at the 2 guard.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Pacers.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Paul George. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker. Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Rodney Stuckey.
At the line for your Rockets, Clint Capella.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Freak with it. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They came in here and took care of it.
Guys, Paul.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of Paul George.
Well, he came to rescue the team tonight, Ernie. Things were getting desperate for him, and the consecutive losses kept mounting. But he put him on his back, and he responded exactly the way he needed to.
Well, Paul George showing us again tonight why he is one of the
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.
coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, in a fine Eastern Conference affair here at Barclays Center. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at Indiana. For Brooklyn, Donald Sloan comes in for Jarrett Jack. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for Allen, and Freak subbed in for George Hill. And so in the game for the Pacers, Warner in at point guard. Turner is out there with Hill. Then it's Ellis, and it's George in at the small forward position. Ellis can't get it to go. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez. That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Here's Sloan, defended by Warner. Screen by Young. Shot clock at 5. Sees the alley-oop. It's deflected. Now the Pacers moving it up. On up the court. That's good.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Nets trail by 4. And Sloan kicks to Lopez. They double him with Freak. Plenty of space. No luck. So Indiana will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Screen by Young. Kicks to Bogdanovich. To the middle. And taken away by Ellis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
What a game for Ellis. He's already up to 12 points, and he's able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Caruso, who's checked in for Brooklyn. Ellington comes in for Bogdanovich. And the Pacers also making a change. Miles is checked in. Pacers leading by 7. Here's Warner. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Lopez. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Lopez has got his second basket.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Down low. Here's Ellis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes it.